Good morning, guys. Brent Freeland here with another video. Things have been so busy on my end. Hope you guys have had a good holiday. If you celebrate Easter, good spring break. But we're back in action here. Got some new clients, so I've been super busy. I got 6 new clients, and I just want to say that a lot of times as a personal trainer, you might think you got to be perfect, right? Like each exercise that the person does has to be executed flawlessly. You want perfect form, etc. And I'm making this video to say that it's really not about perfection. There's a couple things within your scope of practice in your job as a personal trainer. And that is, it's first and foremost to design a safe and effective routine. Yes, it is our job to help our clients reach their goals, whatever those goals might be, whether we agree or not, if those goals are, of course, healthy, right? So if someone might be you think they have an eating disorder, or they're kind of along the lines there, they, really want to over-exercise, or, do things when they have a history of injury or something's bothering them, right? You got to be smart. So that's where the safety comes into play, right? It's not going to be a safe exercise routine if their goals are harmful to them. With that said, it doesn't have to be perfect. I've had so many different clients over the years, and my new client now is, I'm not sure exactly how old she is, to be honest with you, because she put 60 plus on her paperwork, but she's got a history of, working out, but she's also got a lot of issues going on with her. She's got osteopenia. She's got like a tendonitis thing in her, in the back of her arm, in her posterior forearm, that affects her thumb and affects her grip, and she did physical therapy for that. But she's got, just a lot of other issues that I got to be aware of. So point is, my process with her is very slow to begin with. We're doing a lot of banded work. I don't have a lot of machines in here. I do have one cable machine. I do a seated leg and extension and curl machine, and I have a leg press machine, but that's pretty much the extent of my machine. So I'm having a very conservative approach with her. And again, it's not about, does her form look perfect every time? No, it doesn't. But we're working through these movement patterns that are going to strengthen her body overall and do it in a safe and effective way. So I'm starting with bands. We'll move up to dumbbells, but I'm making sure that she's moving well first and foremost. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Is she executing everything perfectly? No, she's not. But I know that those muscles are working based on how her body's moving. And I know that she's not having pain because I check in with her. And I know that everything is feeling good. And I will check in with her afterwards as well, like I do with all my clients, and make sure that they are recovering well. So I just wanted to kind of just, again, reiterate that it's not about perfection when it's program design, okay? You want to make sure that they're not compensating, yes. So you do want to kind of correct that, and that's where learning how to regress and progress exercises is very important as a personal trainer. Being able to not create things, but do things on the fly, very important, because you might have a client that comes in and their back hurts, or they slept wrong, or they twisted their ankle over the weekend, and you're just going to have to be able to adapt to that. That's really important. But again, it's not about perfection. It's about pain-free movement to the best of their ability. And if someone really can't do something, then again, that's as you as a trainer, you want to be able to regress that. You want to be able to, okay, well, how can we fire up these muscles? How can we gain that mobility? How can we take you from this point to the next point in a safe and effective manner? And if you can master that stuff, I'm going to say that you're probably ahead of a lot of other trainers. So it's what makes a good trainer, in my personal opinion, in all my years of experience, and I'm going on 13 years now, is somebody who, communicates well, who can program exercise well based on each individual client. And that just means understanding their goals, again, safe and effective, right? So safe and effective routine, you're not hurting your client, you're progressing them one way or another, and you're compassionate to them, you're understanding to them. You do have to be kind of a people person. Now, there's sales that go into this, especially if you're working for someone else. But at the end of the day, what's keeping your customer, your sales skills are going to sell that client. But what's keeping that client is your ability to train them, your ability to communicate with them, your ability to relate to them, your ability for them not to hate exercise, right? Not to have a terrible time when they're in the gym with you, and your ability to help them get to where they want to go, to feel better, to move better, to perform better, right? It's all about helping the client within this encompass of health. Now, I will say that this is also going to change based on what you're, who you're catering to. I don't train athletes. If I was training athletes, it would be a different approach. My population is really kind of the 55 plus population and general health people. I've got a lot of people in their 30s even who've got, some chronic pain or some issues that I am helping them with. But that's more of my population. So knowing your population too is key, but that's another topic for another video. If you have anything that you want me to touch specifically, drop it down below. I will definitely make a video about that. Until then, be healthy, be safe, and have a great week.